Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. On Monday, August 25th, Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, turns to his dad, Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, for some help. It looks like Liam needs advice about his life and where it goes from this point forward. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, has been on his mind a lot. And it definitely looks like after talking to Bill, Liam decides that he really wants Hope and he wants to put their family back together. Liam is seeing himself back with Hope, with their daughter Beth, and a happily ever after there. Meanwhile, Ridge interrupts Carter Walton's Lawrence St. Victor proposal to Hope. Carter has already proposed marriage to Hope and she said yes, which seemed very hasty, but he's got his ring on her finger. Now it looks like Carter wants to push for an ASAP wedding. Will is freaking out because he slept with some chick in a cat mask. All Will knows is that it was not Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace. He may recall Lainey, Heidi Grace Angerman, flirting with him, but if Will goes to talk to her about it, he'll find out she was with the other people from Forrester and her friends and took off. As far as everybody else knows, Will got drunk, Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, took him upstairs, and he passed out. Will is super confused, but he can't really say a lot because if he does, he's going to alert Electra to his wrongdoing. Be sure and look for more of Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, feeling smug and satisfied, like the psycho in a cat mask that ate the cream. As happy as Luna is, and as much as Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown is patting her on the head for this terrible behavior. Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, is going to be so mad once she figures out what has gone on. On Tuesday, August 26th, we have Carter making a pact with Ridge, which is kind of interesting. It looks like Carter asks Ridge to be his best man as he is trying to elope with Hope. I just wonder if Ridge is going to turn around and ask Carter to be his best man when he finally works up the nerve to dump his fiancée, Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, and presumably propose to Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. Because after all this stuff that's gone on with Taylor, I don't think Brooke is going to settle for them to just be in a relationship together and not have anything official. I think Ridge is going to have to take a ring off one and put a ring on the other. Liam is putting his heart on his sleeve where Hope is concerned on Tuesday. Liam asks Hope to come back to him, to reconcile with him. He loves her. He wants the family back together. He may kiss her. He may even propose on Bold and the Beautiful. But in the end, despite his heartfelt plea, we are supposed to see Hope rejecting Liam according to spoilers, even though she does love him. Hope is respecting her engagement to Carter, at least for now. We'll see how long that lasts, because we know Ridge wasn't respecting his engagement to Taylor. So engagements don't always have the best track record on Bold and the Beautiful. Tuesday finds Will continuing to be racked with guilt for getting smashed and betraying Electra. As of Tuesday, Will is no closer to remembering the events of the night of his party. He isn't sure where to turn to get this info because he doesn't know who Cat Lady is. He just knows it wasn't Electra. It seems like the truth is something that Will miss not going to be able to figure out on his own, so he needs some help. On Wednesday, August 27th, we've got Hope turning to her daddy, Deacon, and spilling everything to him, a full update. I'm guessing Hope is looking to Deacon for advice, and she's going to tell him about Liam's plea and him wanting them to get back together, and then her saying no because she's engaged to Carter. Then Hope's probably going to say, look, Carter wants to elope. I'm sure Deacon would like to be there for Hope's wedding, but at the same time, Deacon is Team Liam, and he is barely tolerating Carter. I'm curious to see if Deacon advises Hope to forget about the engagement, dump Carter, and go back and tell Liam, yes, I want to be with you. Meanwhile, Deacon has relationship issues of his own that right now he is blind to because Sheila has been creeping around with Luna and letting Deacon believe the lie that her granddaughter is dead. Worse yet, Luna sexed up Will at the party at Deacon's establishment, which is not good optics. On Thursday, August 28th, Will decides his last resort for answers is Sheila. Obviously, Will needs to find out who the woman was that he slept with. He goes over there hoping Sheila may have some info. She was working that night at Il Giardino. Will is absolutely desperate to figure out what happened. He can't have any peace of mind. He can't move forward with Electra until he knows. I'm sure Sheila is going to lie right to Will's face. She has to. she's going to protect Luna. I do wonder if Sheila may accidentally let something slip, but even if she does, it's not going to dawn on Will. Oh, that psycho Luna may be alive. It's crazy, but Sheila actually seems proud of Luna, probably because Sheila did something very similar over on Young and the Restless. I mentioned it before, but if you weren't watching over there, Sheila had drugged Scott Granger Sr., Peter Barton, to get pregnant so that he would dump Lauren Fenmore, Tracy E. Bregman, for her, and it all worked out. Obviously, this may be a totally recycled plot from Sheila's villain days years and years ago. Lee is going to lose it when she finds out what Luna did and that Sheila is condoning, enabling, and encouraging this behavior. On Friday, August 29th, Carter again makes it clear to Hope that he is eager to elope. He wants to be her husband very soon, but I just don't know if she can do it knowing that Liam loves her and wants to use his new lease on life to be with her. I wonder if Deacon made a dent in Hope's certainty. Liam again is talking about how he wants to put his family back together, so it looks like he may not be taking no for an answer. Of course, Bill will say, "Go get your girl and forget Carter." The week of September 1st through the 5th, we have Hope giving Carter an answer to his elopement suggestion. In the end, I do not think she is going to marry him, but it may be all the way at the altar where Hope finally gets a clue that she wants to be with Liam, because Hope is also going to make a decision about whether she will reconsider Liam's offer. It'd be interesting if Hope's the one who is waffling this time and not Liam. Will remains desperate for answers this week. Of course, Electra is ready to get intimate with him, but I doubt Will is going to do that until he sorts out the whole cheating issue. Electra is going to be quite suspicious if all of a sudden Will backs off on the plan to engage in intimacy. Luna is plotting her next move. Lee is starting to realize she made a huge mistake with Luna, and Ridge is in a position of dreading to tell Taylor the truth, but he keeps on putting it off. Brooke may beat him to the punch, get impatient, and tell Taylor, who will then, of course, circle back around to Ridge and demand to know if it's true. Of course, that's the point. He may actually come clean. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.